Hi there, this is Rob, and this is the election day version of the 2-minute overnight overview. I plan to examine yesterday's odds, last night's action, and discuss my thoughts for tonight. Here's the odd sheet as it looked at the close on Monday. Looking at the averages, you can see that nothing appears neither green or orange, meaning nothing is meeting the minimum criteria for a long or short trade. The percent profitable column reads between 50.25 and 54.25 for every security, and profit factor reads between 1.03 and 1.18. You could call that a very mild upside edge. It basically falls in line with the long-term average overnight. The Edge Finder only came up with one study, and it suggested bearish implications, so this was a no-brainer to pass on a possible overnight trade. I sat out as anyone who saw these numbers would expect me to. Here's a look at how it played out. After trading a little lower for the early portion of the night, ES stair-stepped higher and opened this morning 4.75 points above yesterday's close. Tonight could be a volatile night as results of the U.S. election begin coming in. Movement tonight is likely to be influenced much more by results of the election than by price action or internals leading up to the close today, or by typical seasonality numbers. For this reason, I intend to avoid taking an overnight position regardless of what the odd sheets say or what studies emerge. I do think it would be interesting to take a look back at the last several elections and examine how the overnight performed. So I went ahead and did that. And here's the results. I used SPY for this test because my overnight data goes back a little further for SPY than for ES. We only have a sample size of 4, so I wouldn't be swayed too much by a directional bias, even if all 4 instances gap the same way. What I will point out is that there's a tendency for movement to be sharp. The last 2 elections have seen overnight gaps of greater than 1.2%, so if you're planning to play the overnight tonight, be forewarned that moves could be sharp and will be highly influenced by forces outside of those that I use to measure the odds on the odd sheets. Thanks for listening, and rest easy.